I
All
think
right.
we should call the pre-show the free show.
Okay, but isn't the whole show free?
Well, listen, but if we talk about this part as being free, maybe it'll make the other part of the show appear more valuable.
Oh, kind of like what's that? OnlyFans? Is that what people do?
I don't know.
You've never seen that or heard about that?
No.
Apparently, you do OnlyFans and like you can do nudies and stuff like that. People subscribe to it. We would just keep our clothes on
Stop.
and just charge a subscription.
Stop it. Stop.
I think that's I think that's enough for the pre-show.
I think that's enough of the pre-free show.
That's enough of the pre-show. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this show thing before we get in more trouble.
Here we come. Now get loosened up.
Oh, I think everything sounds fine. I noticed that my voice is in on my graphics here on one side, and so is that music, so it has to be on my end. But nonetheless, hey, welcome into Bacon in Your Mailbox,
Good morning.
show number 65. Believe it or not,
Wait, I thought last week was number 65.
that was 64.
Oh, whew. Well, when you get that old, you just skip years.
I think now you got me questioning my graphics. I'll have to look into that.
Oh, no, I'm sure you're right because you're never wrong.
Oh yeah, whatever. I'm
Right.
Greg Milby, community storyteller. That coffee drinking, dancing fiend is Jana Clark, community admirer. And
Hey.
welcome in. Glad you joined us today. And good morning, Carter Blankenship.
Morning.
So, all right. So, yeah, I am still quarantined or in
I
isolation.
noticed you have your Corona t-shirt on.
Yeah, because well, that's what Jennifer sent down the chute, down the steps. I wear what I'm told.
Oh, goodness.
So I've
Bless
got
your heart.
all my clothes lined up on the couch downstairs, and I go,
Nice.
oh, what do I want to wear today? I guess I'm wearing that.
But you're still feeling okay. Everybody's still healthy at your house, up and downstairs.
Yeah, everything seems fine. I have some
Good.
sinus stuff going on right now, and a little bit of a headache. I don't think it's the Rona because I still have my taste and my smell, but
Yeah.
you know how that is. Anything,
Sure.
the Google machine or press conferences will make your brain think anything.
Yeah, don't Google that.
No, definitely not going to
Yeah.
Google that. But
Yeah, don't do that.
anyway, but I'm feeling pretty good. Let's
Good.
let's check in and see how everybody else is feeling today. Looks like Jay Hobbs is our first poster today. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, Jay.
Brian Dennis.
Mr. Dennis.
Jay says enough about OnlyFans.
He talks about stuff I don't know about all the time. Have you guys realized that? And then he just kind of laughs to himself. And I don't even really have any idea what he's talking about. So I just kind of laugh and don't know. Hey,
Okay. Well,
hi.
we'll talk briefly about that here in a second.
No, perhaps we don't need to. That's all right.
Well, I mean,
Ignore
us
me.
as middle-aged people, we need to be aware of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And I only know about it because I'm a TikTok stalker. And
Yeah.
then
See, I don't do TikTok either. So
people
see,
talk
I'm
about it.
really out of the loop.
Yeah. So good morning, Morgan Castor, and her 5 pieces of bacon. That's
Miss
a good
Castor with
bacon
a
night.
K.
Yeah. And there's our buddy Vicky. Oh boy, Vicky's in a hurry. Look at that. 1 wave and 1 piece of bacon. Or 2 pieces of bacon. Oh,
Listen, she's probably getting ready to go take a walk because I hate to steal your thunder, but the weather is phenomenal.
yeah. Oh, by the way, Vicky says, oops.
Instead, she was just too quick on the send, which happens to me all the time.
There you go. Hey, there's Kelly Crutcher and Reggie, my buddy Reggie, is in
Yeah.
isolation too. Oh my. Whew.
Everybody gotta stay safe.
just knowing Reggie, and if what I want, oh my gosh, what would isolation be like with Reggie? Whew.
You have to tell us why, because I don't know him, and now everybody wants to know.
Reggie's EPD guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Little intense?
No, I know Reggie.
Oh, okay.
It's just some of those people. There's certain
Yeah,
people you want to be isolated with, some you don't. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
I'd be isolated with Reggie. I could do that.
I'll tell you what, I would go crazy by myself. Like I would, there's no telling what I would have to come up with and what the extent that I would have to go to keep myself busy because I have a tough time.
I have moved around a lot,
Yeah.
and I went upstairs and I went outside and did some stuff this weekend. Went over to camp and,
Yeah.
and messed around and stayed away from people. But when you're, it's enough when Garrett avoids you anyway. But then now he's really avoiding you. So
Now when he says my dad's not cool, he gets to really mean it. Like my dad, it's not cool to be around my dad right now.
yeah, no, not at all. There's Andy Crayenhagen in here this morning.
Hey
And,
Andy, look
and
at
my
his happy
neighbor
birthday.
Shirley up the street says good morning. You stay up there, Shirley. Don't come down here just in case I
That's
got the
right.
cold.
Don't come knocking on the door.
So yeah. Brian says wearing his headphones this morning, and only Greg is only coming out of my left ear and Jana only in my right. Not really sure what's going on with that. Everything is still the same, but just Brian, think of us being in the room with you, so you're hearing us like we're on both sides of you right now.
It's a Brian Dennis sandwich.
Yeah, so I probably need to reboot some stuff. Yeah, and then
Reset.
Vicky. Well, let's talk about Vicky for a second. So Vicky, I see
Go.
on Facebook, she's getting out walking early. That girl is up early all the time.
I know. I know. She's energized. Like she's Energizer Bunny. Like she is always on the go.
And then Jay Hobbs says, "Don't Google it, Jana. The OnlyFans thing. Don't do it."
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
So
I always think I'm going to Google other stuff when I get off this show, and I sometimes forget. So I'll just file that away with something else I don't know about. That's fine.
yeah, it would not be a good thing to do.
Okay.
But so I was so the whole OnlyFans thing is so I saw it because on TikTok I only get farm videos for
Right.
whatever reason, and
Right.
periodically there was an OnlyFans thing. Is I guess you could create an OnlyFans. It's like having your own Facebook page, but people have to subscribe to it, and there are no
Okay.
rules. You can do whatever you want to do.
Oh.
So, like, if you wanted to charge $20 a month to be a subscriber to the Greg Milby OnlyFans page, I could do whatever I want on there.
How is that any different than what you would do on your TikTok page or what? Like, I don't understand how it works.
Anything they want, meaning clothed,
Oh.
not clothed, or whatever.
Oh.
So
Oh.
there are
Don't
there
do
are
that.
people that have quit their jobs just to do an OnlyFans page, and they make a living doing that.
Goodness gracious.
Look, I'd have people sending me $9.95 a month, put my clothes back on.
It'd be reverse.
Wait a minute.
What will you pay me to not do instead of what will you pay me to do?
Yeah. And then,
That's
yeah, Andy says my mic is a little low. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm going to have to reboot everything when we're done. Here's the honest truth. Last night about 7:00, I started playing Farm Simulator 20 on the iPad. And about 1:00 this morning is when I stopped. So I might have overloaded it. Good news
I'm
is
still laughing about the words farm simulator coming out of your mouth. That cracks me up.
I even put my boots on too when I do it.
Nice.
I don't
Nice.
do that. I don't.
I bet you do. Come on.
It's a good idea though. I need to get me some overalls, and let the one strap flop down.
Heck yeah. And a straw hat and a piece of wheat coming out of your mouth. Heck yeah.
I'm pretty successful online farmer. I'm just saying.
I love it.
I'm good
I
like
love
that.
it.
All right. Today is Sesame Street Day. The children's education TV program started on this date back in 1969.
Isn't that crazy? 1969.
Yeah.
That's a lot of skits.
Yeah. that
I
celebrated
love
all those people that have
that.
learned their numbers and their letters by Sesame
It's
Street.
one of those it's one of those theme songs though that whenever you hear it, you know it. That Sesame How to Get Me Back to Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
It's
good
good.
song.
And then anybody that had young children probably spent lots of money on Sesame Street live shows.
That's true. Not anymore. So you're saving that money.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
remember those days, Sesame Street Live.
Oh
Parent,
yeah.
you would be sitting there wishing that it was a Disney on Ice show.
Yes. But your kids were never happier. And you were like, I paid however much money for this ticket. I got the good seats so we could sit up close. And I had to buy a spinny thing and a snow cone and they slept all the way home and all is well with the world, you know? Yep.
Yeah. All right. So today's also area code day. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I'm going to go back. Mitch, here you
I
go.
can't believe you did that.
Just for you, Mitch.
So this is a true story.
Jana's
Last
Big Bird.
Last night, Mitch said, I'm going to text Greg Milby and tell him I'll buy him a bottle of bourbon if he'll put your face on a big bird. And it wasn't, I swear to you all, 12 seconds later, and Greg goes, well, here you go.
Well, it's because I was working on You and I as Bert and Ernie, and I got a call, and because I've got other work projects to do, and I got, pulled away for that. So you got
I
lucky.
think I look good in yellow feathers.
I'll work on
Better
that a
than
little bit.
better than a newborn baby on the changing table. Let's not talk about that again.
Today is also area code day.
So
Area.
I'm kind of fascinated by area codes.
Mm-hmm.
Because do you remember that so people who live here locally, we used to have another area code. Do you remember? Were you here then?
Oh, we were 502.
Yes. So, and then where I grew up was 501. And so when we got a new area code here, my mom and dad in Arkansas got a new area code at the same time, and I would always get them confused. And so sometimes I still have to stop and think about it because I think that 270 is really 870. Just so you know, that's a new area code in Arkansas.
Huh.
That means a whole lot to all of you all, but in my brain. Also, fun fact, can you guess how many area codes there are in the country?
Ooh, I have no idea. How many area codes there,
Don't
Jenny?
Google it. Don't Google it.
I'm
I
not.
want
I'm
I
not.
want your honest guess.
Gosh, I'm gonna go with 150.
335.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
That's a
Think
lot.
about the fact that there's only 50. I know.
Huh. Yeah.
And then all those people that don't have landlines anymore, don't you think we could probably go back to just one area code now?
Yeah. I don't have a landline. Do you?
Nope.
Yeah. So
I did until my kids had phones. And then once my kids had phones, we get away with it.
I don't think we've had a landline in this house.
I was kind of a holdout.
Yeah. I think Jennifer had a landline for her office, but that was the
Yeah.
only one we put in, and that was it. Area codes introduced in the 1940s to solve the issue of not enough phone numbers to go around.
Yep.
Initially, densely populated regions assigned area codes with lower numbers at the beginning and end. And if you wonder why, it was determined that those in urban areas should be able to dial faster. And how do you make rotary phones dial faster? By using lower numbers.
That's right.
Which, gosh, I can't remember. Had a shorter pull time. Remember that? Pull?
Oh, for sure.
Boy, this is an old folk show. We
Listen,
remember getting a new area code and that.
numbers that had a 9, it would take you 15 minutes just to call them because you'd have to wait for that phone to go all the way back around.
Oh, man. I even remember my number in Louisville was 969-2021. It was 969. You're like, oh my gosh. Then you got lucky. 2021. Or 2021.
His phone number. I couldn't tell you any of mine. I can tell you my cell phone number now, but I couldn't even tell you my husband's cell phone number. Like I don't know anyone's number at all.
I don't either.
It's sad.
Your contact. That's pretty much it.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So we celebrate area code today, 270. We used to be 502. That was an interesting time when you had to start using the area code.
Right? Yes.
Like, gosh, now you're forcing me to use it?
Yeah. Remember when you used to have to use a 1 and an area code?
Oh, you get calluses. All right, so back to our posters here. So Jay says, Greg just wearing boots and playing Farm Simulator on OnlyFans. Yeah, I think you're on to something, Jay.
Stop it. That is enough.
And Brian, I did not sport the crisscross overhauls back in the 90s. No, I did not. I was outside of that. I think I was more of the hypercolor pullover, maybe the
Yeah.
IOU sweatshirt, or that was in the 80s. So,
and the double layers. Yep.
Yeah. There's an app to simulate the rotary phone. Boy.
That's awesome. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make them use it for a day so they'll understand.
That's a good idea.
I have a teenager with a broken phone. Have you ever been around a teenager with a broken phone?
Life is horrible.
They're miserable, and they won't stop talking about it. Ever.
I mean, does the phone still work, or is it just the screen broke?
No. So it's an audio issue. We have had it officially diagnosed by the people, like the smart telephone people, and it's either going to it's going to have to be replaced. And so that can't just happen in 5 minutes, because you would think that it could. If you're 13, it can. But if not, then you need to look at your options and shop around a little and consider what you're going to do for this teenager. But it will text and do YouTube and all that stuff, but you can't make a phone call. So anyway, and it also happens to be a couple of weeks before his birthday, which either makes things better or worse, right?
You know what you do is you get him an old iPhone like 7, and
yes,
there is now online you can buy, it's a fake case for the new iPhone. Yeah. It makes an old iPhone look like the new iPhone.
That's a great idea.
And that's like $65. I saw a story on it this morning.
That's a wonderful idea.
So here you go, son. You're like, Mom, this is an iPhone 3. What? But it looks like the new iPhone 12.
But it looks good, man.
All your friends, they don't see the workings on it.
No.
All right. Hey, Morgan's still cracking on me here. Greg, you're already too old for overalls in the 90s.
That's true.
It was not. In the 90s, I hadn't graduated in 1990.
Still.
That's Morgan. She's being mean to me. That's fine. Hey, today is Vanilla Cupcakes Day. While they may not be the favorite of most people, hardly anybody dislikes them. You will eat them. And another advantage is that any kind of frosting tastes good on a vanilla cupcake.
You could dress them up, go with the classic, do whatever you want.
And it's plural too. It's cakes. So that means you got to have more than one of those.
It's Vanilla Cupcakes Day.
Yeah. And
today
is Forget Me Not Day, a day for remembering those whose lives have touched us in some way. You're encouraged to think of people who have had an impact on your life and the way in which they changed it, and then go find a lawyer and file charges.
Isn't a Forget Me Not also a flower? That's what I thought you were going to say. A Forget Me Not? I think it is. Somebody will know that.
Yeah,
there's people who have touched your lives that you just want to forget. When's the just let it go day? I need that.
I got a few of those in my life. Ugh. And today is Accounting Day, an annual observance to promote the profession and provide an opportunity for networking among accountants in public practice, industry, and government. Boy, that sounds exciting.
Listen, and how thankful am I for those people, because this is how much accounting. I'm horrible, horrible.
Yeah.
If it
I
weren't for online banking, spreadsheets, and computer programs, forget it.
I am I'm married to an accountant, so I'm very
I
thankful for
know.
accountants. So
She's very anti-accountant-y though, don't you think?
she can be.
Yeah.
Is I scratch my neck because now it's starting to get hot. Because because yeah, I mean she keeps me in line.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no telling where I would be without her financial guidance.
Yeah. She
I,
understands the numbers, but she's also a people person.
that
She's
she is.
not all spreadsheets and formulas.
Mm-mm. No. All right. Oh, hey, with isolation, I had a epiphany. Epiphany. Yeah, that's what it is. Last night.
Leonardo DiCaprio there?
Yeah, he was. Leonardo DiCaprio was here. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Uh, so I was thinking last night, and I don't know why I was even thinking about this. I was playing Farm Simulator, and one of my crops was growing, and I was just kind of sitting around. I wasn't really doing a lot. My combine was working on its own. I had hired somebody. Um, so I was. Do you like pork rinds?
Um, okay, yes. I
Oh,
have a caveat. Yes.
okay. I like pork rinds too. And I got to thinking about that. And I don't even know why I was even thinking about pork rinds. I don't know because my farm has some pigs on it. I don't know.
There you go.
But aren't pork rinds kind of like sausages for humans? It's like a
What?
treat. A
Oh.
sausage for humans. I mean, I
No, I don't think they're a lot of people don't like them.
you could teach me a few tricks with a pork rind. Be like, hey, sit. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Hey, do you you know what I think is good? Pork rinds dipped in sour cream.
I've never tried that.
It's
I would be
good.
willing to try that.
It's good. But here is my caveat about pork rinds. You know how pork rinds, some of them are like they're evenly kind of crispy. They're like flat, and then some of them are kind of like gnarly and hard. I like the flat ones. Like I like the ones that are consistently crunchy.
Yeah, because the ones that are really hard, you can break a tooth, and nobody wants to go into the dentist to get work done. And what happened? I was gnawing on
And
a
it
pork rind.
and they don't taste good. It's like the seasonings get in there and it messes it up. So it's almost like I'm a little bit of a pork rind snob, and I know that those words don't go together. But I do like pork rinds. I just don't. I will save some. Like if you give me a little bag of pork rinds, I'll just eat the ones out that I think are the good ones, and then the rest of them I just like hand off or throw them away.
Yeah, I'm.
Sour cream, try it. You
I'll,
guys try it and let me know.
I'll have to send somebody out to get me some pork rinds. I can't go out.
That's right.
Which, by the way, when you can't go out, you want to go out.
Yeah, yeah.
And like home projects, I've got a bunch of different home projects that I wanted to work on. Well, I couldn't go get anything.
Right. Because every home project requires 26 trips out somewhere.
Well, it required 26 orders from Amazon, is what it did.
There you go.
I ordered
There
some
you
of the dumbest stuff from Amazon over the last
There's
weekend.
you should have all your Christmas shopping done.
Oh, I didn't order anything for anybody else. It was like I ordered like 6 tubes of caulk, a caulking gun. I ordered some weather stripping. Uh,
Oh, that's funny.
I ordered a steam cleaner, one of
Nice.
those little bitty steamers.
Yeah.
It came in the mail yesterday, and Jennifer's like, "What's that?" I said, "It's a steam cleaner."
She said, for what, pray tell? You said,
Exactly. I said,
my
"I don't know.
t-shirt.
I'm sure we'll need it."
At some point. Do you know what I got to do last weekend that is the most unfun thing ever besides being quarantined?
What's that?
Go buy a new dishwasher. Do you know how unfun that is?
And they had them.
It's not fun. Yeah. Yeah. I think most of the supply chain issues, I mean, a couple of them are taking a couple of weeks to get, but if of all the things that it's kind of fun to spend money on and it's really fun to go shop for, dishwashers are really, really low on my list.
Yeah.
I'm like, does it wash dishes? Can it be delivered? Can it be delivered in the next week or so? Because ours is nearly like it pretty much is non-functional now. It works, but it doesn't do the job. So you have to wash your dishes in the dishwasher, then you have to wash them.
Oh, I know. We're getting
It's
close
not,
ourselves.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
We need
I've
a
also realized
microwave.
I don't you need a microwave? Oh,
Hmm.
well, see, that would almost be a little more because at least you kind of care about what it does. I mean, with a dishwasher, you just want it to stop and start and not be really loud. I've decided that
That's
was
a
what
good
I
point.
yeah.
And then you got to learn what all the buttons do again.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Not interested. Just let it I just need it to show up
Yeah,
and work.
we're getting close. Like our microwave, the way it vents the air from the
Yeah.
stove, the fan quit working. And then when
Oh,
the fan quit working, when you're cooking stuff, then it gets moisture up in the numbers. Now we can't anything that has a two, we have to go 119 if we need a
nice.
minute and 20, you know.
Nice.
So
Nice.
and I think there's something else wrong with it too. And you can order I'm all about, because it's one of those that's fitted above and
Yeah.
I'm all about, let's just keep that. Let's just order the part to fix it.
Yeah.
The part to fix it is more than the microwave.
Hello, dishwasher. Hello. I know. I know.
That's dumb. All right, so Jay Hobbs, remember the flea market at the bowling alley back in the '80s? The guy selling pork rinds. He was the only reason I'd go to the flea market with my parents. I have no idea what kind of dialogue's going on there.
Wow.
Yeah,
At the flea market selling pork rinds.
some backdoor pork rinds. Man, I don't know if I want to be into that. That's like
They
going.
were used.
That's like gas station sushi, you know.
They were vintage. They were vintage pork rinds. Brian, don't eat those.
Oh, and Jay Hobbs in the black kettle, I remember well. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Oh.
Too
Vicky says,
funny.
"Watch out for new dishwashers. They run forever."
Great.
That whole energy efficient stuff. It's like
Right.
washing clothes. We got the energy efficient washer that takes like
Right.
3 days to wash a load of clothes.
It may use a quarter of the water, but it uses 10 times the electricity, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy stuff. Hey, speaking of technology,
Yeah.
so earlier this year, Elon Musk announced that he was working on an implantable brain chip that would hook up a human brain directly to a computer. Would you do that if you had a little bitty
Oh,
chip? No,
oh, no way.
no,
No.
me either. Well,
No.
apparently they're having a little bit of a problem with the design. The chips are
Shocker.
are tending to overheat.
Oh, nice. So
So
you
I,
have a fire in your head?
I mean, I guess you'd have to install a fan on the other side. A little bitty.
Create an escape hatch,
bring
exhaust,
bring a whole new phrase to a whole new meaning to the phrase hothead.
turn your head this way so the exhaust, the steam can come this way.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh. Yeah. Could you imagine your brain connected directly to a computer?
no. That's so beyond any. And so see, that's some weird sci-fi stuff. There's probably a movie about that. And so someone sat around and said, "Well, let's just do that for real because if someone can imagine it, surely we can make it a reality." There's no need for that.
Gosh, just the number of Wi-Fi passwords that you'd have to remember to get to work and back would be staggering.
Staggering. Unless you're like me and you just rotate the same ones over and over and over.
Yeah. Vicky's the mental picture of your computer chipped head. Yeah, I mean, I've got space, all kinds of it here. You got a fan hanging out here, Vicky, or the
There you
people
go.
that have the gauged ears. I mean, I guess technically they
Ooh,
could put a fan in there.
to blow in their ear and
Yeah,
keep it all cooled off.
that'd work out. I'm going to go with no on that.
I wonder if it's like your phone when it gets to a certain temperature, it just shuts down till it cools off.
That's all I need. Doing some work project. So the other thing is, I you apparently the world is a big push now for the world to have a home office space, and now you've got, of course, the real estate market is crazy around here. I mean,
Yes.
everybody's. It just seems like people are buying bigger houses, and you know, and I'm sure it's not for this, but there's a big push out there that now that you need a home office because we're all telecommuting or working some from home, and then more room for kids to do remote learning, record low home interest rates, this apparently is the perfect time to buy a bigger house. I mean,
Yes.
how long is this stuff supposed to go on if they're telling us to do that?
So I will tell you though, the real estate market is crazy. We refied during last summer, and it was crazy how good the deals were out there. And then if it was almost like if you were if I like I had a friend who was looking for a house, and if she didn't like look at it the first few hours it was officially on the market, it was almost like they were already sold before she could get to them. So it's crazy. It is crazy. And I will tell you that having spent a lot more time at home has made me appreciate the space I have, because I've always said the one thing I like about my house is it's comfortable for my family, but it also is a place that my husband and I can just stay when the kids go, because we can kind of live on one, in one space of it or whatever. But it does make you think about how much time we're spending at home and everyone working at home and what your needs are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we have the space here. I'm glad that we spent the time and effort
Right.
after we purchased this house to finish the basement, design it a
Basement.
specific way. Um,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, houses. I know quite a few people who have said they've sold their house, and couple of realtors I talked to, their houses were sold on Facebook. I mean,
Yeah.
a Facebook or a FaceTime video.
Wow. Can you imagine buying a home that way?
It's just, I mean, if you didn't, and they were like, hey, if you don't make an offer now,
It'll be gone.
hmm it's crazy. So I remember we were talking about 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Now we're all buying bigger houses. So okay, not really sure how this is working. Uh,
Before long, we're just going to start building houses in between our houses so we can all just share houses, and it can all just run together. We'll connect the whole cul-de-sac. It'll be great.
yeah. What's Todd Pennington? What was it? Extreme Makeover. You'd have Extreme Makeover COVID edition.
There you go. There you go.
So all right. One more story here. Cows. You've seen a cow in your life, right?
Do what?
You've seen a cow, right?
I have seen a cow. True
Okay. I,
story.
I asked that because a travel website that specializes in young travelers surveyed 2,500 Americans between the ages of 11 and 24. And they found that 42% have never left the county that they live in. 15% have never left the state they live in. I'm sorry,
Wow.
42% have never left the country. Sorry, I
Okay.
left an R out there. 15% have never even left the state they live in. And a shocking 33% have never seen a live cow in person.
33%. Those folks need to go find a farm.
Do a little tipping.
That's right. And don't you think that really, I mean, think about it. If you wanted to go find a live cow because you'd never seen one, is there an app for that? That's my $1 million idea, Greg.
I,
The cow locator.
you need to get working on that.
I've never seen a cow. How do you find a cow? Well, hang on, let me look it up. Where's the closest cow to me?
And
And how long does it take
monitors
me to
methane gas in the area. I mean, around here, that just sounds dumb. I mean, because you can drive by cows. I mean, you can go out and pass cows anytime you want.
I
Out
wonder
here,
how far someone would have to go. What is the furthest drive someone would have to make if they've never seen a cow in person to go see a cow?
I mean, I guess you're talking like this Philadelphia or New York or Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure a
guess
major metropolitan area. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah.
that's just
That's
crazy to me.
road
And,
trip.
and
Move.
the first that's exactly it. The first time when you see a cow for the first 2-3 months, you're going to be mooing. You're rolling down the window and mooing.
Oh, for
It's like
sure.
the first time you move near a golf course or you drive by golf courses, you always roll the window down and yell four,
Always.
which, by the
You
way,
move
golfers think that's stupid.
and then you take a selfie. Hashtag first cow.
Yeah, be
Yep.
great. Uh,
Yep.
I do remember the time that I thought I'd might had a little bit too much adult beverage at Lincoln Trail Golf Course. I
Yeah.
can't remember, might be hole number 9. I'm not sure. But there's an ostrich in that field.
Well,
Yeah. And I remember walking to the tee box and I told my buddy Jerry, I said, "Hey, Jerry, I haven't had much to drink, but I don't think I'm drinking anymore." I said, "I see an ostrich at the tee box."
he said, "That's not an ostrich, that's a cow."
It was a real ostrich. And they warned me not to get too close because he's not a friendly ostrich.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy though. I mean, the
I
cows.
love
Oh, and one more craziness. This is for you. I found this story and I've been saving this since last Thursday.
yes.
So Franzia, the
Mm,
boxed wine people.
yes.
Okay, I knew you would know that. Uh, have come up with a $32 backpack that holds a box of wine for the outdoors. So when you go hiking,
There you go.
you can get a backpack with wine in it.
I'll take my dog, Tipsy, a backpack full of wine. That's a whole Instagram story right there. That's a real waiting to happen.
There you go. The backpack has a hole in the side for your wine spigot and can be ordered
Of
on Franzia's website. It's called the Franz for Life backpack.
Friends for life.
It'd make getting lost in the wilderness a little more fun, wouldn't it? Or
Sure.
at least until the box is gone.
Till the box is gone, then you'd have to find a stream to get some water and hang out for a while so you could sober up.
Yeah. That's kind of an ultra race that we need to have around here. One that you
There
got
you
to wear a
go.
backpack.
There you go.
Yeah. Kristen Parrott says, "I know how to find a cow." I do. I know where they're at. I know where quite a few of them are. Matter of fact, I can just open up my iPad here and I've got last night I had 43 virtual cows.
Wow.
It's too many of them.
43?
Yeah, I got to sell some off because the manure and the hay I need and the water. It's a little more
Funny.
maintenance, so I need to sell some off and just kind of take that money. So,
Too funny.
or I can just head over to St. John Road. There's a few cows over there.
Just take a drive. You'll find several.
That's
Won't
true.
take long.
Hey, you don't drink your coffee black, right?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
I
Daggone it.
do.
I do too.
I
So,
do.
if you want to be smarter or look smarter, not be smarter, if you want to look smarter, a small study in the UK, people who took their coffee black were seen as deeper thinkers than those who added sweeteners, syrups, and other coffee drink add-ons.
Well,
So,
those people don't know me very well. I do because I don't like so I have been known to use maybe if I'm feeling, just for have a little something else, a little bit of milk or cream, but I don't want anything sweet in my coffee. No cream. I don't want a creamer that has sugar in it or no sugar or no flavorings or anything like that. Like to me, that's a different drink than coffee.
yeah, I used to do that, and then I've kind of taken myself off of it. And a couple of weeks ago, when we were going down the Falls of Rough to do some work in the woods, I stopped by one of the gas stations that I knew didn't have high quality coffee. I
Yeah.
had to put a little sugar and sweetener in that
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
because
And
I had to hold it off.
I tried a cold brew coffee from Starbucks a couple weeks ago that my friend Matt and Megan recommended, the pumpkin cold brew, because that was a cold one. And so it has a little bit of sweet in it, but it was because it was a chilled coffee, it was almost okay. I don't like sugar and warm, and I prefer hot coffee anyway, but
Yeah. Now, periodic nitro cold brew.
yes.
You get that? You got to put a little bit of sweetener in it, at the bottom.
Yeah. I understand.
But boy, you won't blink for a while if you have nitro
I know,
cold brew.
right? You'll be awake.
Whew, you'll be wide awake. No doubt
Won't miss
about that.
anything.
All right, we don't want you to miss this. Let's do a little bit of our bacon bit segment
Oh, yep.
because we've all got work to do.
I know. I have a meeting. I'm just going to tell them I'm running a little bit late because I had something more important to do.
Yeah, as you should. So, did you know in Thailand it is customary to give presents on your birthday? That'd suck. Happy birthday
That's
to
not
me. Here's a gift.
Well, I've told you how I Christmas shop. A gift for you, a gift for me, a gift for you, a gift for me.
That's well around Christmas time. That's always a good way to hide your purchases from online. You
Yeah,
just say, "Oh, it's a gift. It's a gift for somebody."
it's a gift for someone else.
Instead of sneaking upstairs when you hear the doorbell ring or you get the notification that a package has been delivered, and you tiptoe up there and back downstairs. I mean, I've not done
Yeah.
that much.
I'll be sitting around and my husband will go, we have activity at the front door. And I'll be like, oh, don't worry about it. Knowing full well it's a great big Amazon box with my name on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know until 2004, caffeine was on the International Olympic Committee's list of banned substances?
Probably at a certain limit. I'm not surprised. It's powerful, man. You just said nitro cold brew will make your eyes bug out.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff. Did you know, on average, and I'll need you to check this, on average, there
Okay.
are 178 sesame seeds on each McDonald's Big Mac bun?
So I love sesame seeds, but I don't like those sesame seeds because I like my sesame seeds toasted, and those are not toasted. Fun fact.
Huh.
Hmm.
It's funny. You use the word toasted.
Huh.
And your dog's
Huh.
name's Tipsy because it has
Put it
tips.
back.
That's funny.
Tipple.
And finally, if you're breathing in helium and you do that before playing the clarinet, it will raise its pitch.
I'm scared to do that. That's a true story. I've been around people that have done that and it scares me. Like I'm scared I'm going to do it and I don't know if I think I'm going to pass out or I don't know what it's going to do to me. Like I'm scared. I've never done it. Have you?
Oh yeah. Oh, I've done it. Yeah.
I've never done
You afraid your voice going to stick that way? That'd
it.
be a horrible
Maybe.
way to finish up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a
I'm
long
gonna send
time.
you a helium balloon so you can do it on the show sometime and I can hear what you sound like.
No, I've done that a long, long time ago. I don't think I'm wired for that anymore. All right. Well, that's going to about wrap it up. Hey, thanks again to our sponsors, Amazing Glazing Donuts, Award Center, Bluegrass Cellular, and Stith Family Farms. We appreciate you being on board as partners with us for Bacon in Your Mailbox. Hey, if you own a business and you want it to be successful, well, of course you need to be a sponsor of Bacon in Your Mailbox.
Of course. Call
We,
us. We'll work a deal.
yeah, we'll have our people talk to your people and, you know, they can
We'll
talk.
set
And
up a Zoom because we love Zooms. Zooms are our life.
yes, we will set up at least 2 Zooms to come up with a package. Or you can just say, hey, we'll sponsor for this amount and we don't even have to call you on Zoom.
There you go. You got
Yeah.
it.
And we don't pocket into the money. We just actually put it back into actually things that'll make it work. Like, hey, not just hearing me in the right side of your headphone today.
That's right.
Sponsorship money may have fixed that.
Perhaps you could have upgraded that microphone. But just so you know, if you're going to be in one side, I'm going to be on the other. I want to be on the right side.
Like I have control of that.
I'm just
I
saying.
think it's funny you said to upgrade the microphone. I mean, this is like literally one of the most expensive microphones that you can get.
Oh,
So
well, then you might need to check the warranty on that bad boy.
yeah, either that or it might be some of the other wild and crazy cabling that's going on here in this Frankenstein system. That I had somebody
Hey,
else.
have a good day. Everyone, have a good day. Just make today the best day of the week, just
Right,
because I want you to.
right, and remember, you know what? Maybe I'll post it later, but we always have our memories of Jana as Big Bird too. So
You should.
I will do
I'm
that.
telling you, yellow might be my color, Greg.
I might work on a few Sesame Street pictures for us and put it in the
Yeah.
folder. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, she is Jana Clark, community admirer. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. And this has been show number 65 of Bacon in Your Mailbox.
Bye, y'all.